Career Conversations. At Career Conversations, I'm really passionate about passing on tools and tips on how you can excel in your career. So each week, I present a little video about something to do with our careers, whether it's tips on changing careers or how to be more successful, or how to be more content with your current position and company. So it's 2019, so in this mini-sode, I'm going to talk about that over-discussed subject, new year, new goals. And I don't want to repeat things that everyone else goes on and on about, but I do agree that the new year provides a great opportunity to take a step back and really ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I happy? What do I want to change? And what can I change? And for some people, that may seem a little daunting. So what I like to do with my clients is break that down a little into what I call bite-sized chunks. And you may or may not have completed a balance wheel before, so I want to talk you through doing one of those now. They are simple, informative, and I find them really useful when coaching people to being happy in their work. Now grab a piece of paper and draw a big circle. Now split that circle into 8 equal parts. They don't need to be exact, this is just an exercise. So I want you to write down a list of 8 things, and those 8 things are the things that are most important to you about your career. So I'm going to give you some examples, okay? I want you to write number 1, career and job satisfaction. And I want you to put number 1 in the top right-hand segment of the circle. On the next, I want you to write down work environment. Number 2. Number 3, I want you to be work colleagues. Number 4, opportunities for growth and advancement. Number 5, remuneration or income. Number 6, the company I work for. Number 7, the work habits, that is what I do on a daily basis. And the last, the obligations or responsibilities I have at work. So you got 1 to 8, put 1 to 8 around each segment of the outside of that circle. Now the moment of truth. Rate your level of happiness or satisfaction of where you are right now for each of those 8 things out of 10. If you were to put equal grid lines around the circle, place an X that correlates to the score that you gave to that section. Now do this for each of the 8 categories. And remember, be as honest as you possibly can to yourself. And no one else is going to see this unless you choose to show them. So you've got nothing to lose about being honest. So I've actually drawn one on the whiteboard here to give you an idea of what I was talking about. So we have the circle, we have the 8 things, the 8 segments that are most important to us in our career, and we've put the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to correlate to each segment. So let's assume that you've given yourself a number 6 in the organisation, employer, company area. So the company I work for, so put a blue or whatever cross on that. Now ask yourself, in the ideal world, what would I like this to be? And say the answer is 8 or a 9. So put another X, perhaps in a different colour. So I've said I want that to be 9. Now we have a gap, there's a gap there. And do this for each area. Ask yourself for each area here, where am I at right now? Put that number on the grid. And then ask yourself, what would I rather this be? What do I really want this to be in life to make me happy? And say it's a 9 all the way through. And then join up in the red what I'd really like this to be, and you'll see in the blue of where I'm at right now. And what we end up with is a pictorial representation of where we can make changes in our life. And we can focus on the biggest gaps, or maybe we can focus on the gaps where we can get some quick wins, what I call the low-hanging fruit. So back to our example, if we rated our love of our current company at 6, but we want that to be a 9, then let's work out what we can do to bridge the gap. Make a list of all the things that we can do right now to bridge the gap about how we love about our company. For example, we could change jobs. That'll change it, maybe. And then make a list of how you can go about changing those things. And the tip here, once again, is to be as honest as you can with yourself And let your mind be as open as possible to explore all the different options available to you, no matter how silly they may seem at the time. Like I said, it's sometimes good to do this with someone else, your significant other, your work colleague you trust, your mentor or your coach, because they may offer a different perspective and they may help you explore more ideas. And from your list, you can choose one thing that you can do to make a 1% difference, because 1% difference isn't a lot that you can actually do, but it's a step in the right direction, and then do it. So this little session is about creating awareness of where you are at with your career and gives you a roadmap on what to focus on to be happy at work. Enacting the change is another matter, actually doing it is another matter, and probably the subject of many books and MBAs, etc. And this is where having a coach can be really helpful. So I hope you got some value out of this message today. Tune in next week for more chats about your career. And if you like what you see, please thumbs up. And of course, subscribe for new weekly videos. And remember, I love to read your comments. So until next week on Career Conversations, stay awesome.